This story begins on a dark, quiet night outside Amarillo, Texas, where Tony Stark and James Rhodes are preparing to attack a Stark Unlimited factory. The factory is building Stark Sentinels, something Tony cannot allow. As they plan, Tony asks Rhodes, "So, what do you think, Rhodey?" Rhodes replies, "I think we're probably gonna end up dead or in jail." Tony smirks and adds, "Or dead in jail. We can multitask." Rhodes scans the factory through his binoculars. "Not much security for a Sentinel factory," he notes. "Are they overconfident, or do they want you to take a run at it, Tony?" Tony, determined, says, "Doesn't matter. I'd rather die than let those Sentinels come online with my name on them. But you don't have to." Rhodes cuts him off. "I do. Someone's got to have your back." Tony nods. "Okay then, give me a head start, then you come in guns blazing." Tony suits up and approaches the facility with a high-tech rifle. The guards try to stop him, but a warning shot sends them backing off. Inside, Tony orders the workers to evacuate, and they comply. He begins planting explosives, but Sentinels activate and engage him. After planting the last explosive, Tony escapes, fighting off a Sentinel. Outside, he looks for Rhodes, shouting, "Rhodey!" He spots him surrounded by Stark Sentinels and Orcus troops. Unable to help, Tony drops to his knees and begins the Serenity Prayer. "Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change." The next morning, Tony desperately tries to call Jennifer Walters, She-Hulk. When she finally answers, he shouts, "Jennifer, where have you been? I've been trying to call you." She interrupts, "Tony, stop. I was on a plane to Texas. Rhodey's been arrested, and why do I feel like this isn't news to you?" Tony admits, "We need to bail him out." "Don't worry, I'll fix this." But, wait, did I pay you? We still have attorney-client privilege, right?" Jennifer, flipping through Rhodes's file, replies, "Tony, the judge already refused bail. They found a body in the factory wreckage." Shocked, Tony screams, "What?" His phone slips from his hand as Jennifer continues, "Rhodey's being charged with murder. I don't even know if I can see him before the next hearing. Tony, are you there? I've got to go." Later, Tony meets Jennifer in her office. "I need Rhodey out of prison until trial. We didn't kill anyone." Jennifer sighs. "I know, but the justice system moves slowly. And as for your other problem, Feilong owns Stark Unlimited, the patents, and your tech. You need to comply with the cease and desist order." She adds, "Tony, your enemy is using your victories against you. Unless you redesign your tech completely, or, I'm not suggesting this, but maybe you could move operations to Krakoa. I could talk to them at the Hellfire Gala." Tony interrupts, "I know what I need to do. I just haven't wanted to face it. Feilong won." Jennifer visits Rhodey in prison. "I hope things are going better out there than in here," he says. "That factory was empty, Jennifer. This is a frame job." She agrees, but warns, "It's a good one. If you're being attacked in here, I can request protective custody." Rhodey brushes it off. "I walked into a door," he mutters. "I don't need more heat." Jennifer storms into the warden's office, furious. "Not another bruise on Rhodes, or you won't believe the trouble I'll cause," she warns. The warden smirks. "We don't do protective custody for murderers in Texas." Jennifer leaves, muttering, "Just doing my due diligence. Be seeing you." She updates Tony, who's tinkering with his tech at Bronson's cab in Jersey City. Furious to learn Feilong is behind Rhodes's troubles, Tony reluctantly agrees to hand over the Model 70 armor to Feilong. At the courthouse in Richmond, Texas, Jennifer argues passionately in Rhodes's defense. "Your Honor, I've proven that James Rhodes couldn't have murdered the victim. The man's phone was used one county over after the incident and later found on his body. The coroner's time of death doesn't match." She adds, "Given Rhodes's military service, we ask for his immediate release." The opposing lawyer counters, "We don't know who had the victim's phone. Rhodes should remain in custody until a jury decides the truth." Frustrated by the ruling, Jennifer storms out of the courthouse and smashes her rental car in anger. She hurls it away, then turns to a nearby security guard and says, "It was my rental car, and I checked the box for extra insurance." With that, she walks away.